Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. My name is Whitney and I am so happy to have you here. Today I am super excited as I start all of my videos, but this one more so because I have created a TBR game. These are some of my absolute favorite videos to watch. There are so many cool and creative TBR games out there. Mine is not very unique, but I tried my best and I'm very happy with how it turned out. And yeah, we are going to be doing this every month for all of 2021. This is the very first month that we're going to be doing this, so it's kind of a trial run. If I think something needs to be changed, I'll change it. We will update as we go. So without further ado, let me show you the board. This is my board. You'll see it more clearly in a second when I actually do my rolls. It just says Wit and Wisdom's Dicey TBR game. My game involves dice and it's a little dicey, so you know, trying to be clever with that pun. I've already played, so things are falling off. But this is what it looks like. This is heavily inspired by April from Aprilius Maximus's setup. She uses cards, but it's very much the same kind of layout because I really enjoyed how she does it. So as you can see, I did say it involves dice, but as you can see there are card suits along the side here. So we have diamond, spade, clubs, jack, queen, king, and I will show you why. So I have these super cool dice that my dad gave me, and instead of just being regular dice, they're actually, again, hopefully you'll see this more clearly in a second, but they actually have like cards on them, like suits, so diamond, spade, clubs, jack, queen, king. So we're going to be using these to roll. I have 5, but we'll only use 2 at a time, I think, unless I figure out a way to use more. That would be fun. So the way this is going to work is, so I'm going to be rolling 2 dice every time. And if I get, say, a diamond and a spade, we will use the prompt that corresponds, but a little fun because we're going to have 2 choices for most rolls unless we get a double. So if we roll a diamond and a spade, we could go to this prompt here. For example, this one is already started, or we can go to this one here, which is TBR Veteran. So the prompts change every time I roll one too. I have a big stack of them over there. So we can kind of choose which prompt we would prefer to do that month, so it gives me a little bit more freedom because I do sometimes have trouble sticking to a TBR. So this is what works for me, although of course if we get a double, so if we get 2 diamonds, we only have 1 prompt to choose from, which is totally fine. So every single month I will be doing 6 rolls, hopefully. However, if I roll the same pairing twice, then I have to add a roll. This is subject to change because I don't know how often that'll come up, but I don't want to end up with like 20 rolls every single time. Worked out this month though, so I will let you know, but if that ends up being too many, then I will say like maybe roll the same pairing 3 times in a row, or we'll figure something out. Like I said, this is very much just trial and error. But yeah, I'm really excited to have a TBR game. I love watching other people, so this is great. My mom helped me make this over the Christmas holiday, so thanks Mom, I appreciate it. And yeah, I think that's all I had to go over. I also have some ideas for punishments if I don't complete my TBR from that month. The next month we will have a little punishment. But yeah, I am super excited. So without further ado, let's get into the rolls. Okay, we are going into the very first roll of my TBR game. I hope this setup's okay. If not, I will work on changing it for next month. So first roll, we've got clubs and king. So we can either go with historical fiction or LGBT representation. I am going to go ahead and go with LGBTQIA plus representation. And we will pick a new prompt. So, oh, Marbles is coming to play, so I am just shuffling up my prompts here. I'm not looking, I promise. And we're gonna go with this one, adult fantasy. So the very first role we did was LGBTQIA plus representation. And there are so many books on my shelf that I could have chosen because queer books are something that they're just an auto buy for me, so I definitely have a little collection of unread ones. However, one of my main goals for 2021 is to reread more books. So you will be seeing some rereads this month because I have such a large TBR that I'm always so focused on getting down, which is definitely still something I want to do, but I rarely pick up a book that I've read before that was one of my favorites, and I really want to do that more because it brings me joy. So I'm going to be rereading Red, White, and Royal Blue. I read this last year, a few months ago actually, and I absolutely loved it, and I've been dying to pick it up again, so that's what we're going to do. I'm sure you know what this is about, but it is about the first son of the United States and his relationship with the Prince of England. And it's like enemies to friends to lovers. It's such a good time, and it is such a beautiful, cute romance. So this is what I'm going to be picking for the first role. Okay, role number 2. We've got Queen and King, so we can either go with 4+ word title or Queen and King or a sequel. I'm gonna go, oh my gosh, he does not want to get off of it. I'm gonna go with 4+ word title because this is perfect and I know exactly what I'm gonna pick for this. And the prompt we are going to replace that with is booktuber favorite. I'm excited about that one. Okay, for the second role we got 4+ words in the title. So this is working out heavily in my favor, and y'all are about to see a trend because this is another reread, and that is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I've already read this book twice and I love it. This is one of my favorite series, and the 4th and final book in the series just came out in December and I haven't gotten around to it. So to get the most out of that book, I definitely want to reread the entire series. So I want to do that sooner rather than later because I need to know how it ends, and I will be very devastated if I get spoilers before I get the chance to read it. So this is a young adult fantasy following Laya and Elias, and there is a very corrupt government, and in the first chapter Laya's brother is arrested for treason against the government, and Elias works for the government. He's a soldier or a mask. They wear silver masks to cover their face, so that's what they're called. And Laya grew up to hate the masks and everything that they've done, so it's kind of their story, how their destinies intertwine, and the choices that they make for the better of the world. Alright, we are just gonna ignore the cat because he really wants to be here. Spade and diamond. Oh my god. Okay, so spade and diamond, it's right here. We can either go with new to me author or TBR veteran. Yes, baby. I am going to go ahead and pick new to me author just because this has a lot to choose from. And the next prompt we're going to pick, I'm not looking, already started. This is a great one because there are a lot of already started books that I need to get to. The next role was new to me author, which is one of my favorite prompts because that allows for almost any book I want. There are so many authors on my shelves that I haven't read, and so many debuts I want to read, etc. So the one that I decided to go with for this prompt is Black Girl Unlimited by Echo Brown, I believe. And this is a memoir about race, sexual abuse, and trials and tribulations of growing up as a black woman in America, I believe. And I'm listening to the audiobook for this one, and I am so excited to be reading it. This is also Books with Chloe's patron pick of the month, so I haven't joined in on one yet because I haven't gotten the chance, but this one I definitely want to, so I can discuss it with everyone in the Discord and have a good time. So that is the book that I've chosen this month. We all know I love a good memoir, so can't go wrong with that. So roll number 4, King and Queen. Uh-oh, I think we already got that one, didn't we? Yes, we did. Alright, so can I have the dice back? Oh, it's right here. So that means we have to add a 7th roll, which is fine. So the options are booktuber favorite and sequel. I'm gonna go with sequel because I think I know exactly what I want to read. And the next one we're gonna pick is, that is a blank one. Not looking. This one here. Illustrated cover. Okay, next one we have sequel. I'm sure you can probably guess where I'm going to be going with this. That is A Torch Against the Night by Sabatahir. This is the second book in An Ember in the Ashes series. Once again, a reread. I've only read this one once though, so very excited to dive back into it. Yeah, can't really tell you what it's about because it's a sequel, but follows the same characters as well as more. There's fun times. Roll number 5. We have got Clubs and Spades. I think that is a new one. Okay, so for Clubs and Spades, we can either go with, is this a spade? Yeah, so we can go with one word title or young adult fantasy. I'm gonna go with young adult fantasy. I know what I want to read, I think. There's gonna be a theme here. You're about to see a theme. Next prompt we're gonna pick is Kindle ebook. That's great because I have a ton on there that I need to get to. I just dropped my board, but that's okay. We don't need it. Young adult fantasy. Can You Harbor a Guess? A Reaper at the Gates by Sabatahir. The third book in An Ember in the Ashes series. Once again a reread. I really loved this one. I remember it being very sad. So this is what we've got. I did not manage to fit A Sky Beyond the Storm onto this TBR game. However, if I have time, I will definitely be reading that, but that might be a February activity, so we'll see. This is what we got. Okay, roll number 6. Double Kings. So for Double King, again, there's only one that we can pick. And that is a classic. This is perfect too. I need to read a classic. Worked out well this month. And another prompt we're going to pick. I'm doing it one-handed. Nature on cover. So the next prompt was classic, and this worked out perfectly because if you don't know, over on my podcast, Blanket Fort Books, we do a buddy read of a book every single month. We just started last month with On the Edge of Gone by Corinne Dubas. And the one that we are reading this month is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And I am going to consider this a classic. Yeah, it's definitely a classic, right? If not, don't tell me otherwise. I'm pretty sure it is, though. This is very, very well loved. This is about a shepherd boy who leaves his home in Spain to travel to the Egyptian desert in search of treasure. And I think it's just about his journey. This is very, very well loved. I know a lot of people really love the writing style. So I cannot wait to get to this one and then discuss it in depth on the podcast. That episode will be going up the last Friday of January. So keep an eye out for that. And hopefully the last roll number 7, unless we get another repeat. Queen and Clubs. So that is either a horror thriller or a ugly cover. Trying to think of what I want to read. I am going to go ahead and pick horror thriller because horror is one of my favorite genres right now. And I'm going to pick a prompt for next time. And we've got 5-star prediction. Oh my god. Please don't eat my dice. I need these. I need these. He is so cute. I think every month we're gonna have to work around the cat. And then the very last roll this month, we ended up doing 7, which is fine by me. It's totally good. Was horror/thriller. So the one I'm picking for this is also a buddy read for the podcast, although it's not going to be like an official book club, and we don't have an official date for this one yet. And that is Verity by Colleen Hoover. I know very little about this, and I am not a Colleen Hoover fan. I haven't read any of Colleen Hoover's books since, like, I don't know, 2014. I think the last one I read was, like, Ugly Love. And I did not like it. I thought the romance was very, very toxic. However, this book was highly recommended to Gabe from people at his work, and it is a romance thriller. So I'm going to give it a try. I have this on my Kindle. It is a Kindle Unlimited pick, so if anyone else is interested in joining along, it's there. I think it was also on sale for 99 cents to buy, and it might still be. But yeah, that is what I'm going to be reading. I don't really know anything about it. I think it's going to be a fun time. I was thinking about doing maybe a separate reading vlog for that book, but we'll see. I think that might be fun because I feel like I'm going to have a lot of thoughts on it. But yeah, that was my very first month of my dicey game of TBR. I am very, very happy that I finally made a TBR game, starting off 2021 strong, even though I know this video is late, and I am so sorry, but it's very on brand for me, so what else can you ask for? Yeah, if anyone has any suggestions for prompts or punishments or how I can improve upon my game, please let me know, and I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!